Here's how we're going to change the world with 2 letters from each and every one of you. The questions you've been asking are, how do I write the 2 letters, one to the Supreme Court and one to the Brunson brothers? And why? We're writing 2 letters because the Supreme Court's probably not going to tell us how many letters they got. The Brunson brothers are. And so we're going to be able to track how many letters are actually getting to the Supreme Court so we know with our own sources what's going on. So here's how you're going to do it. And by the way, kids, teenagers, look, you're going to inherit the world shortly. You're going to be left with consequences of what's going on. You need to write letters too. Doesn't have to be just a voting age person. Anybody living here in America or around the world that might be suffering from the effects of whatever's going to happen with this government needs to make their feelings known. So I want you to get 2 envelopes, 2 stamps, and 2 pieces of paper. And on each piece of paper, let's start with the letter itself. Write at the very top, attention to the 9 justices of the Supreme Court. Put a note expressing your support of Brunson, B-R-U-N-S-O-N, versus Alma, A-L-M-A, middle initial F, Adams, A-D-A-M-S, et al., which is E-T-A-L, comma, number 22-380. Then sign your name and date it. You can write more information in your letter if you want to, concerning why you want this case looked at, but it really is that simple. The court may not even get time to read all the letters. The whole point is that we express our interest and they know what's going on. Now there's a direct link to a letter that's already been pre-composed by Roland Brunson. And you can just go to the link, and if you have a copy machine printer, you can just print it right out. Maybe add a little PS at the bottom, a note at the bottom for your letter, and that can go right out in both of your letters. We want the Brunsons to have a copy of whatever you send, so either handwrite or make a photocopy of what you sent to the Supreme Court so they see what you sent. And when you're done writing your letter, put it in an envelope, and on the front of the envelope, write it to the Supreme Court of the United States, 1st Street Northeast, Washington, D.C., zip code 20543. Put your stamp on the envelope. Put your return address on the side of the envelope. With the second copy, put that in the second envelope and address it to Loy, L-O-Y, and Roland, R-A-L-A-N-D, Brunson, 4287 South Harrison, Harrison Boulevard, apartment number 132, Ogden, O-G-D-E-N, Utah, 84403 is the zip code. And put $1 inside this envelope, or more if you feel like it, but you know, $1 is gonna really add up quickly, and it helps the guys to know you really care. Everybody should be doing that. Look, we all got $1. Get real. And then flip the envelope over, and on the back, put wherever you heard about this. If it's Hammer Time, if it's the PPN Network, if it's Nino, or any of the other hosts. Put the host and the state that you're from. That's for us on the back side. Don't put it on the front side of the envelope. It'll confuse the carrier, postal carrier. This is an urgent situation because this case is going to be decided whether it's going to move forward and the Supreme Court puts it on its docket or not at a conference they've called for January 6th when all the justices decide whether to take the case or not. We just need 4 justices to take it, 5 to win. But this is very important. This is us voting again at a critical moment. It's an amazing moment. Okay, when you're done with your letters, consider helping a family member, a neighbor. Maybe you have a printer and somebody down the street doesn't, but they're a patriot. You got a copy machine, whatever it might be. Help out some other folks to get their letters out also. Uh, why send a letter to the Brunson brothers? Why not just to the Supreme Court? Because we may not know or be told how many letters went to the Supreme Court. We will know and see how many letters went to the Brunson brothers. And by the way, putting that dollar in there, that means something. They spent $2 million of their own money to get to this point in time. We need to shoulder up. It shouldn't be just on a couple of people that feel the desire, need, understanding that there's a reason to do something. It shouldn't just be on them. It should be on all of us. So let's shoulder up, show them we care, we're thankful, and in the end, if we win, you want to be counted on the winning team. Get a piece of the pie here. Be part of owning your country. The Brunson brothers didn't ask for this dollar. It was my idea. I think it's a reasonable idea to help them out. Let's get in there and show them that we care. All right, and that we're backing them. And also for the Supreme Court, they're going to have to make some hard decisions. Let them know. Put some wind under their wings. The reason they're under attack is because of Roe versus Wade. Let's let them know they're a conservative court trying to set some things right that went kilter here in the U.S. Let's let them know what side they're on. Thanks, folks.